Hi Libras, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel should you like the messages that you hear. This is the love reading for October 2023 for Libras, and I must say this is one specific group of Libras. Like you may already know, I pre-shuffled and premeditated on the cards, which means that I've address the universe, the angels, archangels, as well as spirits to speak to a specific group of Libras in this particular case, because we want to have a coherent kind of reading instead of one all over the place. So let me dive right in. The idea behind this was to represent the person that you are dealing with, or that is heavily in your mind, to be represented in the first row. You should be represented in the second row. Now we have the advice, the challenge, as well as the outcome. What I must say within this connection, and in every general reading, roles can be reversed. So sometimes when I say something for you guys, maybe it's something that resonates with the person you're connecting with, and vice versa. So let's start this very heavy reading, if you ask me. You're dealing with a person who has been more than a sneaky one. We have 7 of Swords. I have a feeling that that person one always wanted to go out to have some fun, great fun with their friends, drink, maybe succumb to some sort of addictions like drinking, partying, or whatever the case may have been, and it caused some sort of regret. My guess is you were regretful about the whole situation because you felt as you were not enough. You felt their sneaky ways. Somehow they are portrayed here, especially with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the 7 of Swords, like I said, like someone who is not completely even loyal. Now bear in mind, this could be someone you wanted to have a more serious commitment with, maybe even marriage, but the fact remains that they behaved in ways that I would definitely not recommend if you wanted to have a happy relationship. Now, I do forgive me if this is you, but I have to read the cards the way I see them. First of all, right off the bat, I must say that there is a great possibility that you are dealing with Aries in particular. Doesn't have to be the case. Fire sign. This is someone who is really very much focused on their own what makes them joyful and happy. It almost feels like they were one foot in with the other one out of this relationship. This relationship might have hit a dead end in a way. They may have been giving more to other things than this relationship. Maybe you even had some problems with them in some fashion, with their family perhaps not accepting you as well. Could be the case with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, with the World in reverse. Like I said, the whole situation or the relationship was in some sort of stalemate situation, a dead end, and they were giving in to the things that made them happy. You felt alone in this relationship, like you had to work the work alone, and they were kind of stingy with some either emotions or some sort of support. They may have even felt that the relationship itself is too turbulent for them. They were planning to perhaps walk away. They may have also been in a position with these 2 of Wands combined with these other cards, especially 3 of Pentacles in reverse, to sort of get involved with someone else. Could be a water sign, just saying, doesn't have to be the case, because we afterwards do have a Queen of Cups. which could be a water sign. So what I'm trying to say is that there may have been some third party situation in this situation as well. This person sort of didn't want to acknowledge with the hangman as well how they contributed to the whole situation where the love either fell apart or it just hit the dead end. Sorry, they might have been even rough with their words or maybe communicated rather harshly. It doesn't have to be the case, but they were not willing to work on this connection. They may have had an affair, could be a water sign. I'm not saying, I mean, it strongly suggests here that that might have been the case. And they might have been really, basically, they were the root of all the problems in this particular relationship. Now, when it comes to you, I think you've known this person for a longer time. Of course, once again, like I said, roles can be reversed, so please take that into account, dear Libras. Someone was indecisive with regards to this relationship. Quite possibly this, and I'm getting the strong Aries here because we have two King of Wands. But the relationship in itself maybe has lasted for a long time with the Six of Cups. Maybe you've known each other for a very long time. But also maybe you wanted them to sort of offer you that familial situation where maybe you hoped for some sort of reconciliation with them. But they came out as a little bit of like indecisive. It's as if they didn't know what to do, or you thought. I think they were quite. This is one energy that I really wouldn't. I'm so sorry for saying this. That I really wouldn't want to have anything to do with. Maybe in time things have changed between you. Maybe, like I said, you've had some great fond memories, but it all went to hell in a way. You were really hopeful about this relationship, but what happened had the Tower happened. And I don't know why, but a lot of the readings that I've read in this several videos that I've taped in the last few days, we almost always have a Tower. So I don't know, the universe chooses obviously the most difficult cases, I'm guessing, to to address. The Tower happened. The foundations, honestly, you know how they say, the Tower doesn't happen to you but for you, obviously, even though you had high hopes and wishes. Maybe you wanted a family, a life, a marriage, even children with this person. But it just sort of didn't happen because the foundations of the relationship were faulty in a way, and it was bound to happen, this Tower. So the only thing now that you have is to basically kind of learn to live independently, live alone, being single. I don't see you having a problem with money. There is a Nine of Pentacles now. It's very important to sort of learn to live alone after all this fiasco, I would say. And there is something that is, like I said, this relationship has come to a halt, and it's time for you. That's your thought process. You might be gathering strength. You may have Leo in your chart somewhere, by the way, but either way, you're gathering strength to basically sort of go out into the world and seek other options, because this is something that needs closure. The world here actually, when I first threw it, it was in reverse. But I never use this deck in reverse. It's always in the upright. This is why I took it. But it was basically in reverse, which means that the relationship was in a stalemate, a dead end sort of situation, either with this Aries person, or you are being the person who is gathering the strength now to carry on alone and to see what's out there in the world. And lo and behold, even in the advice, here it is. You should sort of consider your options, and take a good look. I mean, if you're still in this relationship and considering all of this, take a good look at this relationship, because so many things have come up fishy here. We have six of first of all, seven of cups, but then we have to clarify, and we got six of swords, nine of swords, two of swords in reverse, three of cups, seven of swords once again. Something within this relation, there is a third party interference. Now, mind you, this could be a water sign I was talking about, but it could also be maybe even family, someone's family getting in the way. But this is there is some sneakiness around this in this relationship, be that you or the other person. I'm so sorry, but I have to be honest. And it causes, this whole relationship causes a much more anxiety and sleepless nights than anything else. And it's time to get away from it. And it's time to not to be indecisive anymore. Like, oh, should I stay or should I go? I think it's time to pack up and go. Once again, be that you or the other person. But a lot of trickery, deception, maybe even theft, third party interference. The advice is basically, this has become really burdensome. A lot of anxiety, like I said, sleepless nights, anxiousness. Just sort of, maybe you should expand your horizons and see what's out there. The challenge is the Tower, clarified interestingly by the Four of Wands and the Sun. My guess is that you really had the highest expectations from this particular connection. You wanted the marriage. You saw the potential for some sort of like abundance at its best. That's how hopeful and you were about this relationship. You were hoping that you maybe even get married, or if you are married, maybe you were always hopeful that it's gonna stay that way, but you didn't see the red sign, the red flags. And interestingly enough, I must say, while I was shuffling the Romance Angels Oracle cards, what wanted to pop out was the red flags, or I don't know exactly how it's called. But you sort of either didn't see them, but whether you, depending, like if you were in a marriage, or even I'm sorry. I think I'll speak properly from now on, so sorry for that. What I wanted to say was that you were hoping for this marriage situation and the abundance, overall joy and happiness coming out of it. All you got was the Tower, so it all crumbled down. Not just the connection, but I would also, that's the challenge for this, but also your perhaps, I would even want to say, and I'm going to tell you why that is. Even you started perhaps, or this other person, depending on the roles, started having self-doubts, thinking maybe it's something you did. In the end game, here's the thing. Once you make that decision to leave this toxicity, I'm very surprised that we didn't have any devil. Didn't got any devil. It's time for you to clear your energy all like completely is what I want to say, to make the judgment call and to sort of understand that if you had any doubts about whether it was something that you did or whatever the case may have been, or will I ever find anything, anyone deserving of me? Am I deserving enough to be in someone else's life? Will I ever marry? Will I ever be happy? Will I ever have family, etc.? Don't do that. The only thing I would suggest is that you work on yourself. Just work on yourself in a way that you have to know exactly what and who you are, to know exactly your worth, to be absolutely unapologetical about who you are, what you want, and what you deserve in a love life. And once you do that, you will attract this beautiful relationship. Now, someone you might be connecting. First of all, you might have a family with as well, and you could also be sort of connecting on a more intellectual level as well. So it's like a package deal. Now, I wanted to see whether this is someone new, and of course, hold them below. I got the Fool. So this is basically a fresh new start. Now listen up. Through the advice, I told you some of the things, but then I shuffled and got the Romance Angels cards, and one of the cards was attraction. Now, let me read about the attraction, which really goes hand in hand with the advice that I just gave you, and the outcome in itself as well. So attraction, do forgive me, let me find it. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Like a good friend, the Romance Angels send you this card to tell you the truth. The best way to have more romance in your life is through attraction rather than through strenuous effort. You are most attractive when you're fully enjoying yourself in the present. Your joyful laughter, self expression, and body language are beautiful. So maybe throughout this whole fiasco in this particular relationship, you lost that I would say mojo. Like you started to feel less than worthy or whatever. So maybe it's time for you to work on yourself to restore your self-confidence yet again. In contrast, any stress you experience as you strain to find romance pushes against the stream of life. Strain comes from a place of fear with an underlying worry, maybe I won't receive this. That fear then attracts the very thing you worry about. Stress creates wrinkles, bodily tension, a constricted voice, and other unattractive characteristics. Once again, what you should do is work on yourself to kind of become more relaxed. Do not go into the world after this fiasco thinking, oh, will it happen? Or if it happens, will I? No. Forget the fear. Put it aside. Relax don't think the worst case scenarios, because that creates stress, and stress creates those unattractive characteristics, which may basically prevent you from finding once again a romance in your life. So go smell a rose and fully enjoy its fragrant beauty. Allow yourself simple pleasures that lead to great joy. Affirm frequently that you are loved and lovable. Visualize a wonderful romantic relationship with a great partner. Take excellent care of yourself and follow your inner guidance, like I said with Eight of Pentacles twice, basically. Via the law of attraction, you'll draw romantic love to you through your own attractive nature. Healing family issues as well. Let's see, this was at the bottom of the deck. Let's see if it has any relevance, because I don't normally sort of look at these, but let's see. So what did I say? Healing family issues. Just a second, please. Okay, 41. Let's see, my dear Libras. This is maybe for a handful of you. Doesn't have to be the case. By the way, like I said, if the roles were reversed, maybe your family was interfering in this relationship, although I don't feel like that's the case. But anyway, let me read it. This was at the end, the bottom of the deck, so maybe it will resonate with some of you, maybe not. The answers to your prayers about your love life are based in your feelings about your mother and father. The Romance Angels see that you'd benefit from releasing old anger toward one or both of them. That's because your feelings about your parents influence your choice of romantic partner and the way in which you deal with relationships. You can ask the angels to help you put forgiveness into action. To forgive someone Doesn't mean that you're endorsing his or her behavior. The angels will tell you rather that doing so is a form of is a form of deep emotional detoxification. It means I'm no longer willing to carry toxic energy within my mind and body. Okay, that's also fine. Work on yourself. Release the toxic energies. Okay? When you find inner peace with your parents, if not parents, then in general, what we talked about through this attraction card, you'll no longer need to attract unhealthy relationship patterns and patterns as a way of healing family emotional wounds. I'm sorry, this was supposed to sound need to attract unhealthy relationship patterns and partners as a way of healing family emotional wounds. All of your relationships, especially the one you have with yourself, will benefit. So basically, quite a similar message, I must say. Work on yourself, release the stress, release the negativity and toxicity. I'm not good enough, I will never find, or if I do, will I be successful? No. You've been through a ringer and I can see it, but now work on yourself and you will attract this beautiful new connection that you will, there's someone you will be connecting on a emotional level, but you can also, emotional of course, but I meant intellectual level, but also someone who you could start a family with, and maybe have a child together, depending on, because we have the King of Swords and also Queen of Pentacles. So this beautiful relationship will occur, and it's a brand new beautiful situation in your life, but you must have faith in yourself first. Anyway, that's what I have for you, my beautiful Libras. I really hope that you will get over this and stay strong. In the meantime, have a great week and see you next time. Bye.